I am a lecturer in industrial design at Monash University and have been there for 10 years. Previous to that, I was working in the automotive industry. I was working as a senior designer at Ford. I learnt the craft of design from a traditional industrial design perspective where you try and understand a problem and sketch a range of proposals, make some models, and then work with engineers to bring those models to fruition. I was getting a little tired of the repetition and decided that I'd like to go to Monash to undertake a PhD looking at sustainable transport. I decided that I'd like to use waste materials to make an open source Veilomobile that anybody could make in their backyard. What I was looking at through my studies was the relationship between the maker movement, which is all about empowering, it's all about people getting back to basics and making and involving themselves in that making and trying and failing and ending up with something that's precious because it's come from their hands. And relating that back to Henry Ford's vision of making things accessible to people.
Mass production and the assembly line drove the price of a Model T down from $850 to $300. Now everybody could have one.
The two are synonymous in that relationship. It's not just the maker movement, but the maker movement is definitely utilising this, but digital technologies that enable mass personalisation more so than mass customisation, where we can dictate either generatively or through a concerted effort the outcome of our own personal likes and dislikes. CNC and 3D printing and other forms of highly adaptable digital manufacturing. We're yet to see the impacts of how these new technologies and new approaches to transport might impact our urban landscape. But I suspect that the milieu of transport options will be extended, and the richness of ways that we can get around and the products that help facilitate that will really explode. This technology can totally change the landscape of both the way that we make our products, not just our transport, but our products in general, how we purchase them, and how we relate to the objects themselves. It means that we're not limited to the choice that somebody else has made for us, that we are actively involved. Rather than going to your typical sales outlet and saying, I'd like to pick this mass-produced item or that mass-produced item, you could sit with a design consultant there and through generative means co-design your end product and have it 3D printed in the back room and collect it within a week, your own personal product. I'm really excited to see where this is heading, and I think we're only at the beginning of a new era, combining public transport with personal transport and low-impact transport with more powerful motorised forms of transport is a very exciting future, I think.